What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? This is Mad Scientist X7 once again, back at you with not so much of a deck profile, and I'll do a real deck profile later on, but this was what I call Beast Treasure. So I was inspired by playing a Beast deck user. Um, this little guy right here, Kalantosa, Mystical Beast of the Forest, was a bad man when it comes to the Raccon deck, Raccon Beast deck. And I saw the junk synchrons and the quick draw synchrons within this particular deck, and I got the ideal of the artifacts and everything else. But anyway, this is not so much about that, but you can watch me as I'm trying to mess with this deck a little bit more. By the way, you see this Beast Treasures. I'm gonna call this Beast Treasures 2. Treasures 2. I'm gonna add some TGs to this one, so I'm just take out some things. Take two of those out, and two of those out. Anyway, what my problem is this: Yugi-Drama, Yugi-Drama. So I mean, how much drama have we had within the past 2 months, almost three? In the end of 2013, we had the YouTube Awards, which caused a big thing on YouTube, in the YouTube realm, and that was basically, everybody didn't feel like Michelob 40 had did a good job. It was biased and everything else. Different people have different opinions, no problem with that. But then you have some folks who thought that maybe maybe they did their own video and stuff got better, but then there's a lot of strife going back and forth, and so some people just kind of pulled out and everything else, and other folks, other channels, and they had stepped up and made their own videos, and just in this past couple months, we had Swerve Knight. He got popular. They had a lot of channels getting boosted up. It was a positive thing out of all this, and shout out to Team Yugioh 2000 for stepping up and doing an awesome YouTube Awards. I loved every minute of it, and I was part of it. Didn't get the votes really, but anyway, I was part of it, and it was just a thrill just to see this channel's name in it. This channel's not really seeking notoriety or anything else like that, but it's good to be acknowledged. I'm thankful for all the subscribers I'm getting slowly but surely. It's building up. I'm only at, I think, 36, 37, trying to get to 40 and above. And eventually I'll reach out to some of the bigger YouTubers. You'll see me people see me on Facebook and everything else. Well, this channel is just basically for inspiration. You almost will probably never see my face per se, but anyway, because of my other job. But anyway, this right here, Yugi-Drama, has been within the YouTube community for a long time. As a matter of fact, I remember, I'm trying to remember how did I start Yugi-tubing? Well, when was the first time I seen Yugi-tubing? I think the first YouTube I seen was Mega Capital G. Love this stuff, and then I connected through other folks, just other channels through his channel, and just going through Pro Winston and other ones. Then eventually Michelob 40 and other ones, Vexicus 666 7 and other ones, and I just enjoyed it. But I noticed there's always some kind of drama going on, not so much with those channels, just overall. Somebody say something that makes people upset, and everybody goes at it, and it tears down and it builds up at the same time the community. Now this particular drama that's going on, I think Neo Drama um, had a video about sheep, and so about Yu-Gi-Oh YouTubers being sheep, Yu-Gi-Oh players being sheep, and nothing against him or anybody else. I personally had a problem with the whole Yu-Gi-Oh thing in the first place. Um, because I'm one of the people I like to read the reports and everything else. And one thing I noticed was that everybody was jumping on certain decks, and it became tier one. And tier one simply just means that's the deck that's being played the most. You know, whether it was Black Wings or whatever. You know, um, Dragon Rulers. And quite frankly, it would bore the mess out of me just reading the reports. I used to love to read the reports, but especially at work. But it would just bore the mess out of me. I'm reading the same old thing, and then just watching everybody get real happy or upset that somebody would just take out one card and change it. But then I realized also that there's a difference between competitive play and casual play. For instance, I am a casual player. I'm not competitive at all. I'm not pro. I, I buy cards every now and then. If it wasn't for the handheld versions, PSP and other ones, whatever not, I probably would not be playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Even though I love this game, love this and love the anime and everything else. Um, and I think that's the real problem. The real thing is that we gotta understand the difference between competitive and casual play. Casual players have a different ideal than casual players have a different ideal than other players do. You know, casual players, we build our own decks. You know, we just, I mean, and we really don't. We have a different mentality, that's neither good or bad, about building our decks. That's what we do. We build our own decks. Um, by the way, I'm looking at this. I'm trying to figure out what can I get rid of. I barely use these two. So let's take out these two. That gives me three back row destruction, three. It's actually one too many. But I'm gonna add two. This one's just a TG, so we'll see what happens. Going to BD school, and we're gonna try to steal something. Sword. Beast Treasures 2. I don't know about this deck. Let's see, 3 cards. Cycle. Cycle. Anyway, I don't feel right with this particular build. I don't. Fault not. But anyway, you know, another wrong with drama is the difference between competitive playing and you know, playing for a pro. And the real question is how important is the win? And if it depends on your attitude, your mindset, and your attitude, it depends upon it. If you like winning, I mean, that's the only thing that's on your mind, and you don't mind winning, that's you. You know, you're competitive or not. But if you don't care about the win, if you're just playing for fun and because you just love, you know, playing the game, then that's something else entirely different also. And I wish I had 2 of these. But me personally, I'm just a casual player, and you know, and I enjoy a little spice in the whole thing. But I gotta go to work, y'all, and this was just a quick video. I might do a more fuller video later on. But Neil Dreo voiced his opinion about Yu-Gi-Oh players being sheep, and everybody else is coming back real hard because of your if you are a pro player, and you're trying to get the win for the regionals and all that kind of stuff, then you know it's going to hit you kind of hard. But if you're a casual player, you really don't give a dang, you know, really, because you know me, the fun part about Yu-Gi-Oh is deck building, and normally I don't as much, I do not as much, I do not as much, you know, I, net deck so much. I look at people's ideals, and then I try to build my own. But sometimes I do. And some decks, y'all, you just gotta recognize some decks are just archetypes. Everything just fits together. Yeah. So, anyway, I'm out, and this deck looks crazy. I need to work on it a little bit more. I'm gonna sort it out and see what happens. And see two Moral Tech, one Faulknout, one Catechus, one Beagle Tech, Quick Draw, 3 Rush Rhinos, 1 Junk Synchron, 2 Werewolves, Dandelion, 3 Nimble Among Us, 1 of Kitten, 3 TG Strikers, 3 Punpoko, the Raccoons, 2, okay, so Destruction, Send Back, Slow, Synchron Explorer, Level Eater, Key Mouse, TG Cyber Magician, Dark Core, Obedient School, 3 Back Row Destruction and Setting, Stealing, 3. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Save as. And I think the next deck I'm gonna do is because I'm trying to Fusions and Fusions with artifacts. Anyway, so once again, y'all, been enjoying this so far and everything else. Like, comment, subscribe. What do you think about this whole you know, Yu-Gi-Oh players being cheap drama situation? I'm out, y'all. Bye.